the deepest darkness blooms the brightest hope. Trinidad and Tobago, a multiracial nation that celebrates all her children.
Trinidad and Tobago, as you know, is a melting pot of so many different races. There is no Mother India for us. There is no Mother Africa. But we do have Grandmother India and Grandmother Africa.
Sandwiched between North and South America, Trinidad and Tobago is a haven for many.
Trinidad was one of the earliest societies that would have so many different groups.
My father is from Jaipur.
My forefathers came from Lebanon.
And I'm of African.
We are Trinis, as they say.
Chance, choice and compulsion all had a role to play in peopling this twin island nation.
When the Europeans came, there was a very active, proactive indigenous community.
This indigenous Native American culture was swamped by the next wave of immigrants. Europeans who transformed this tropical paradise into a plantation.
Africans were brought in Trinidad, crossing the, as you all said, the Calipani. And as Europeans turned to planting sugar, they brought Africans as cheap labor. When you don't have to pay for labor, you get more profits.
Kidnapped African slaves cleared dense forests and planted vast sugarcane fields under the most horrific conditions. But conscience rebelled, and eventually the slave masters themselves abolished slavery.
When slavery was abolished in the Caribbean, the freed blacks did not want to work again. They associated sugarcane labor with slavery.
They then tried Chinese labor, which did not work all that well, and then what we saw was the bringing in of indentured laborers.
And so the first wave of Indians came to the Caribbean, indentured laborers who were to transform this island nation. Trinidad today is full of their descendants who, along with the children of slaves and slave masters, have built a true rainbow nation where ethnicity and ancestry is increasingly shared.
One of the clearest demographic trends of the last 20, 30 years has been intermarriage between young people of the African and Indian communities.
It's only natural that Africans and Indians would fall in love, and they produce what we call in Trinidad, Douglas.
About 42% of Indian origin, Trinidad's ethnic mix also comprises a significant Afro-Trinidadian and mixed population with a smattering of Europeans, Chinese and Middle Eastern people, all mingling and mixing right across racial and religious lines.
My great-grandfather is Madras Indian, and he's from Guyana. I see, you're gonna think that, eh?
My mom's name is Neela, and which of course means blue.
I'm mixed with Chinese, Portuguese and African.
Indeed, in Trinidad's bold new post-racial world, being mixed is a distinct advantage.
They have the best opportunity to show us how to really live.
Modern, multicultural and truly inclusive. A land where race does not define culture, where the other is your own.
Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha.
I like the intricacy of the hand movement.
The costume especially and the makeup.